Shirley, you're back. Oh. I knew what you waved to your
Say some nice words now about each other.
This is my very best friend. I know Shirley. I'm going to miss her. Tell her.
When I decided to come to this, I was saying, no, got a busy schedule here. But wait a minute. I've known Shirley for 26 years.
You're not that old.
Well, I started teaching before I graduated from college. I did.
I like that. That's good, Lenore.
And you see, I had Tom, my first year teaching, and Steve, my second year teaching, and somehow I missed Ann. And then I got this guy down here.
The one that's videotaping.
I don't know what he's doing down there. Do have one little story here that one of her children told me. I'm not going to say which one because I'll probably get beaten up. They're all taller than I am. It seems as though Shirley always liked to read. And she also liked to go places. If there was some place to go, she loaded the family into the station wagon, grabbed a good book, and this was in the days before seat belts, so you know how old this is. And she used to sit in the front seat backwards and read stories like Robinson Crusoe and Treasure Island while they went off to places. So we found the best we could to remember that part. She's been teaching. Oh, gee, if I'd known that, I'd have gotten one of those. Yeah, that would have been even better. I admire anybody who can do that because I can't read emotion. So, I mean, to me, being able to sit backwards in a car and read without getting sick, that's right up there with bungee cord jumping, you know? So here you go, Shirley.
But before we start, just a couple of casual observations. Everybody is very happy, again, because Shirley is retiring, but for those of you who have spent the full week with us, or even the day today, you know that a few cocktails were in order tonight. I also heard a rumor that Richard Rosecki bought for that table. Twice? Once. Well, that's not bad.
2 rounds of ice water.
I also noticed that both Mr. Lonzak and Mr. Trujillo had bigger smiles on than I've seen on them all year long. Then I noticed who was sitting between them. And now we know why. Now, Lonzak's not even embarrassed. The gentleman. He's doing well. But to Shirley and the Sweeney family and family friends, we have Tom Jr., Steve, Ann, Dan, Aunt Peg, Aunt Theresa, Rita, Dom. Who have I missed?
My brother George.
George and Barb. All right, Cher told me to think of the bushes. Barb and George.
I want you to, you all heard me talk about Auntie Peg. And this is Auntie Peg, right here.
I want the whole family to know, and Auntie Peg in particular, that we have all heard your whole life story. Every single technical detail. You should know that Shirley spares us nothing. Shirley is exceedingly proud of her family, as I'm sure you are of her. She loves you all. She's as dedicated and loyal as a family member as you could ever hope to find, and I hope you feel the same way about her. But she has been a lovely, lovely individual to work for. Shirley's dad. Shirley was the first full-time employee that I hired, okay?
Really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
you were, yeah. And it was, I know you started as a sub all over the school system. You started in Springfield, then you worked at Vets. You did some long-term stints at Vets, East, Chapin, the high school. Did a math thing with us, social studies opening came up, and you wound up taking that. You were essentially the first person I hired. And again, little did I know when I hired you that I would wind up working for you. Having Shirley as an employee is kind of like having your mother for an employee. Constant reminders, as recently as last week, Bob, fix your tie, fix that collar. Straighten up your coat. God, stand up straight. You know, you ought to watch your language, you ought to be careful what you say, you should be a little more formal. Yes, yeah. All of it very well received and well intended because in many respects, although we're closer in age than you might think, Shirley was kind of like having Mom there. She looked over me in many respects. If I did something she disagreed with, she had absolutely no qualms about letting me know immediately.
Why should you be any different?
Asking me what I was going to do for corrective measures, and then following up to make sure I did them accordingly. So consequently, in the last 12 years, any of the correct things that I've done, Shirley is directly responsible for. I will tell you that Shirley has conducted herself with class and dignity, has been an absolute professional teacher in every sense of the word. The only little blip came was we tried to give her a computer this year. She called me up and she said, "Bob, get this out of here, give it to Leona. It's only going to wind up collecting dust here." And it worked well because Leona wanted one, Shirley did. She said, "There's no way I'm picking this up at this stage of my career." At that point, I pretty much figured that this was going to be Shirley's last year. Then I heard they were giving a signing out bonus, and I knew she was gone. Shirley, it has been not only my pleasure, but I'm sure the pleasure of every one of your peers who has worked with you. Again, if there's such a thing as doing it the right way, you really, really have. It's been my pleasure to have worked for you and with you, and you have been the consummate professional and done exactly what a teacher should do. Every one of your kids has enjoyed being with you as much as I and your peers here have enjoyed working with you. So congratulations. Spend a lot of time at the Cape and enjoy your retirement, as I know you will. All you have to do is look at Alice Duda to tell how much it's being enjoyed, all right? I hope that we all get out as healthy and as wise as you are, Shirley. Congratulations. Shirley, don't start sniveling now.
No, I don't cry.
You want the microphone?
No, you can hear me. I've got one of those voices. Yes, she does. Everybody can hear me right through, as Ann says. You know, I love you all. No joke. You know I do. We have our ups and downs, some of us, and some of us don't. Most of us do one time or another, but I do love you, and I have enjoyed teaching, and I want you to know I have. There are times when it's, you know, we all know. But every year, we got to admit it. You've got to admit it. Every year, at the end of the year, there are a few kids you want to take home. You wrap up and take home in a minute. Really and truly. That's why we're here. Really and truly. we're not always a success, but we try our best. And it's really the thing that I'm going to miss most is you. I'll always have kids around one way or another. But I'm going to miss you. You are really so good and kind, and thank you there's nothing else to say, but thank you so much for being here.
Any other staff members? Dennis Quinn.
He can be Bill Murray singing.
Exactly.
You know,
Bill Murray.
I never know what to say at these things. I'm supposed to say something cute or clever. Although I'm cute as hell, I'm not very clever. But I'd just like to reiterate what Bob said. He said Shirley is a real lady, and we've enjoyed her very much. And it is like working with Mom. She keeps you going, keeps you straight. And congratulations, Shirley.
thank you very much.
I could turn it over to Ann, but we'd probably never get it back.
My present to Mom is not saying anything.
She's dangerous.
Keep it all.
And the last I heard was that Rich Rozecki was buying, so
Francine is? Yeah. All right. Shirley, again, on behalf of all of us, enjoy it immensely. Live a long time, enjoy your family, and enjoy the cake, okay?
I
Thanks
shall.
very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a great time. We'll see you tomorrow.